Hey, 4th and 5th grade teams, my name is Sherrod and I get to serve on our elementary team here at our Gardens location. Let's chat about this weekend. As I'm sure you know, we are in our 4th and final week of brain games. It has truly been such a knowledgeable series for the kids in Nitro. Let's talk about what you can expect to be a part of this weekend. During social time, we will play a game called Higher or Lower. Each kid will pick a card from a deck of cards and put it on their head without looking at it. Then all the other kids at the table will pick a couple of cards. What they'll have to do is, based on what they see on everyone else's head, they have to determine, is my card higher, lower, or in the middle? If they win, if I was going to guess higher, and I'm actually wrong. So I would have to put this back in the deck. But if I was right, I would actually keep my card. And after a couple of rounds, or until we go into worship, the person who has the most cards at the end wins. So, during our circle group time, you will have 3 activities. The first is called Knock It Out of the Park. Now, get ready for a lot of fun. After reviewing the lesson real quickly, each child will write a temptation on a piece of tape and stick it to a ball, just like this. Then you will write God's word on 2 separate pieces of tape and put it on a bat. Then each of the teams will line up. They'll line up, and with a low swing, let's not get crazy up in here, but with a low swing, they will hit their ball into a net that you will also set up. Each team can only hit the ball once at a time, one person at a time, and then after they hit it, they have to say the bottom line, which is, discovering what God says helps you make the wise choice. Then they're able to hand the bat off, and the next kid will swing. After all of the balls on one team make it into the net, that team wins. Now, make sure that you connect with your area coordinator on how you're going to execute this particular game at your location. The second activity is our Don't Miss activity. It's called What's God Got to Say About It? You will write ideas of situations when it is hard to make a wise choice after you and your table brainstorm them. You're going to write them on the next card. Then together, the kids will partner up. You'll distribute each partner pair, like a pair or two or three cards, and they're going to use like a mobile device with the Bible app or the actual Bible, like a kid's concordance, whatever you have accessible or whatever they have accessible, to go through and find a verse that combats whatever that temptation is. Allow time for them to write down the verse on the other side of the index card. The last activity is called Flashlight Verse. Please again check with your area coordinator on how you will execute this game. All of the kids in the room will actually line up on the perimeter of the room. Each table is a team. Then in the center of the room, you will dump the lamp verse cards, which will be provided to you, in the center of the room, and then the room will be darkened. Each team will have a flashlight to use to find each piece of the memory verse, which there's a ton of them all mixed up in the middle, and they're going to have the first team to complete that memory verse wins. They have to yell out, "Make a wise choice." So, maybe you are asking, why do we do such crazy games? Well, 4th and 5th graders think like scientists. They are asking questions always. I'm sure you know that well. And their thinking is concrete. We need to engage them through activity. They will learn, but not in the same way that you currently learn because you're older. And they are also focused on building friendships. That's why we do big team activities. We want them at this age to know God through good, solid community. See you this weekend.